Okay.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's conversation. Today, we have obvious experts with us, Devanshu and Weber. Welcome, everyone. So, in the past few discussions, we are talking about real time inventory visibility and how it will helpful for the customers as well as business users to keep their promises and how we can reduce inventory carrying costs. In the continuation of the same series, today we are going to talk about endless aisle and how real-time visibilities can play its role in it. So let's take a scenario in the retail where customers walks in the stores and like your brand experience, but then walk out empty-handed because what he wants is not available at that current store. That means you have lost a customer and ultimately the revenue because in such cases unless I is playing a beautiful role in it and like to resolve such problem if you have a real-time inventory visibilities. So Weber, can you share some of your experience and ideas about endless and what is the customer journey with endless aisle?
Thank you, Rashi, for the brief description. Yes, I would like to put some insights of endless aisle here. The major, what are the major pain point of the customers nowadays? If we think about it, then there are the major pain points are big customer lines, lack of inventory visibility, lack of serviceability of the any of the store representative or sales representative. So if we don't have a proper visibility and we can't reduce these long customer lines, then all these impact heavily on the business and the revenue of the business. In the endless aisle will resolve all of these problems that we face nowadays. Like if we have endless aisle, then we can have a complete visibility of the inventory. We can reduce the customer long customer lines in the stores and all such things. Suppose we take a general example of a customer journey, so that we can understand that how endless aisle will help the customer to improve its customer experience in the store and a store itself to manage the inventory and all such things. Uh, Suppose a customer visited to a store and he want to buy something, any any specific assortment of some socks or anything which have lots of assortment. So it might be possible that store don't have all the assortment or all the sizes of any specific product. This is the one case. In another case, it might be possible that store have this specific assortment, but due to lack of inventory visibility, as customer representative can't help the customer to get the exact product, or can't help him to deliver the specific product on time. So in that case, there are two major losses. One, we lose the specific that customer. Another, the customer, we are not delivering the good customer experience. So if we are not delivering the good customer experience, in that case we lose the whole chain of customer, or we if we can't satisfy single customer, then it will impact heavily due to bad mouth publicity. So these are the major losses if we can't deliver the good customer experience. So these are the major points which can be resolved by endless aisle. In the endless aisle, we have visibility of all the inventory in all the stores and the inventory visibility of the online store as well. So there might be multiple customer journeys, like if customer visited in the store, then if we have endless aisle, then we can directly tell him that do we have that specific assortment or not, because we have the live inventory visibility on the system. There might be another case that we don't have the inventory right that time on the store. So if we have uh, uh, endless aisle, then we can promise that we can provide this specific assortment or this specific SKU on that time, because we can do the inventory movement in the stores, and we can call the inventory or replenish the inventory in the store, and we have specific timelines for that, so it will be very easy. Another case, we can do the online direct deliver the product or SKU to the customer if customer is ready for that. So if we have endless aisle, then we can book the specific SKU for the customer, and deliver that SKU directly to the customer if customer agree on that front. Another thing, we can deliver the customer, or we can promise the customer that these specific SKUs available on XYZ store. So if it is feasible for the customer, then he might take his product on that store, or either we can book these specific SKU for the customer directly from this store to another store. All these scenarios are come from endless aisle. If we have endless aisle, then all these scenarios are possible.
Really.
So these are the major customer journeys, and this will help a lot to improve the customer experience in the store, and hold the uh, hold the revenue and increase the revenue. That's it.
So you are trying to say here that if a customer walks in, you try to find it if there is a inventory available at your store at the back end, or if you are able to fulfill from another store, or you can place an order for him if that's not available at their store. You are trying to say we are trying to improve the customer experience as well as we are trying to improve the customer loyalty for it. So, what are the major benefits of endless aisle, and how the real-time inventory will help it in it?
Yes, these are the major benefits and major points for the customer perspective. That what we deliver to the
Right.
customer and how we improve the customer experience.
Mhm.
So all these things are for customer. Uh, the another question might be that what is for the business. So
Right,
there
right.
are many benefits for the
What
business as
motivated the
well.
benefit the business are getting from it?
Yes. So some of the basic benefit which are directly involved in the customer experience is, if customer gets a good experience in the store, then he will come back, and he or she will do the mouth publicity, good mouth publicity,
True.
and everyone knows that mouth publicity is one of the best uh, uh,
Strategy
marketing
or you can
skill
say.
or marketing thing. So this will help a lot to the brand, or to increase its publicity, or it may make it a good. There are other benefits as well for, if any brand implement the endless aisle. One of the major benefit, like if we have endless aisle, then we have visibility of all the inventory.
True.
If we have visibility of all the inventory, then we can utilize the inventory in a better way. If we have visibility of all the inventory, and we can promise the inventory of every location to any customer, then this will help us to increase the inventory uh, turnaround. I mean, if a brand can do more business with less inventory. If this will happen, it directly impact to the top line of the business. The business needs to less less capital investment for doing the business, and if the capital investment is less, then and the business is more, then it directly impact to the bottom line, and increase the profitability of the business. So this this is one of the major benefit. if
True.
uh, if we have inventory visibility, all over inventory visibility, then he will the customer, the brand get a proper inventory visibility, and he he will not a brand will not do the false promising. So again, this is the major benefit for the brand. So if we have the inventory visibility, total inventory visibility, then it will directly impact the bottom line of any business.
Agreed. If a product have a low turnaround time, then that can be removed from the shelves of the physical store. That can reduce the product management cost. Plus, with the help of Endless Aisle, you can boost your shopping features and deliver the customer the product what he wants in any
Hmm.
area or any stores of your brand. So yes, that
Yes.
will very helpful
This
for
will
the
decrease
business.
the shelf life. Yes.
Right. So, how Orbis is helpful in this such journey with the endless sign? What are the
Uh,
yes?
Office is very helpful, as we all know, or might be some people might don't know that we are using a very in the office we have very good database behind or data model behind. This will help us to do all these things very easily. Uh, the universal data model, which is defined by Lee Silverstone, which is implemented in the office, this this data model helps a lot to do all these things like implementing endless IL in a very easy way. So if we have that much good database and framework, so this will help a lot.
Okay. Does Orbis has any implementation challenges with the endless sign, or it's very smooth and easy for the Orbis to implement such journey?
Yes, there are some challenges. It is not such smooth. It
Mm-hmm.
helps a lot, but every system has some drawbacks, and in the office, it is also here as well.
Mm-hmm.
So in the office, let's talk about the endless aisle. How we implement the endless aisle. If we are talking about the endless aisle implementation, so it is not like just to go discuss with some brand or do the implementation directly. It is not like that. If we are going to implement any endless file to for any specific brand, then there are pretty good chances that every brand have multiple legacy systems. They already might have implemented a accounting system. If they have a lots of brick and mortar stone, then it might be possible that they have, sorry, they have implemented POS system or any other accounting system. So in brief, I just want to say that it might be possible that any brand have multiple legacy system already they already have multiple legacy systems. So if you want to implement the endless aisle, then the major problem or major challenge here there was that we need to integrate with the required legacy system, whatever is implemented there. So if you want to implement the endless aisle, then we have to integrate with their legacy system. And if we are going to integrate with this legacy system, then we need to discuss all such things like do we have support of RESTful API in the office? Do we have RESTful like API in the office, or other such protocols like I don't right now I don't put the name. And Devanshu, can you help me? Like RESTful, REST-like, and uh, what are
As far as I remember, these were the two that were, because while integrating the Obis to other systems, majorly we use the RESTful APIs because the amount of data that we have is majorly used with REST.
yes, yes, agree. But I'm just saying this that there are many such protocols like one is RESTful, one is REST-like, another is CSV, another is
We have we have SOAP,
so
I think.
so yes,
Yes.
I just want to say that
Okay,
soap
okay, okay.
Okay.
Just
protocol.
okay. Sure.
So all these we need to discuss all such things like how we can integrate with the other system. Do we have support of all such things? Then we got to know that in the office we don't have support of RESTful API. So it is one of the
Okay.
major challenge here that we don't have support of RESTful API. On the other side, we can do some kind of apply as some kind of hacks like we can generally write a handler to to create the REST like APIs. So REST like API can be built there in the Office, but we don't have support of RESTful. As we are discussing about RESTful APIs, so I just got to know that recently there is a person, Girish. He is working on it to add support of RESTful API in the Office. So if you got that, then it will be a lots of helpful for anyone to integrate with the Office, as
Oh,
RESTful APIs nowadays. RESTful API is one of the is the main choice to integrate with any other system. So these are the challenges to work with the Office. We don't have support of RESTful API, but still we can do the
yeah, we
workaround
can with
and
the
we can.
other handlers, like we can able to manage it, but for the simple and smooth, easy integration, we use a RESTful API, and it's a great news. Gracious are going to do the code here for the RESTful API. That's a
Yes,
great
yes.
news.
I was just waiting for him to got the success.
And then it will be more easy to, give the journey of NSI with the obvious.
Yes.
Okay. So I think we have covered today's point. So thank you everyone. And anything else anyone want to, give summary about it and want to share something?
I would like to just add one point here, and give a special thanks to here for sharing such integrated details of Infinite Isles, because Infinite Isle as a concept is is being quite like trending in the business areas, and we are hearing a lot. We understood a lot, but the integrated details that you shared with us, I think that was really something that, coming from a technical background or as a developer, and I was able to understand what's the business need. And at the same time, when you are thinking about something, your brain starts to map with the with Office backend model, how we are going to this, and what are the different what are the specific, like we always say that Office is 80/20. 80 most of the time you get the 80% solution available in the system. All is indeed is a 20% customization regarding to that. So for the 25%, 20% of customization, like you said, we have some challenges for the REST, like a RESTful APIs. We will be soon be having that strength added to the Office framework.
Yes.
And with the other 80%, like we say, we have the universal data model, and we have all the capabilities and the services available for implementing such solutions like Infinite Isle. So yeah, that was really something good. So thank you, Weber.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. We will come back with another video for you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.